Well, according to the State Department of Education, at the end of last week, 46% of public school districts were learning fully remote. And now some legislators want to establish statewide guidelines for virtual learning. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Sharon Johnson spoke with the House Republican leader about the proposed legislation and how it may impact your child.
No one knows how much longer the pandemic will be around, and with children set to be vaccinated at the earliest by late May, Representative Vincent Candelora says he wants to improve virtual learning.
You know, years ago we had the phrase of the no child left behind. And I think with this new virtual platform, we don't know if we're leaving children behind.
The first half of the 2020-2021 school year is almost wrapped up, and nearly 50% of the state's schools are still fully remote, including Waterbury, which decided this week to extend virtual learning through the end of this month.
And while it doesn't make everyone happy, it is something that I have to consider at every minute of the day, really. Is it in the best interest of keeping everyone safe?
Now, House Republican leader Vincent Candelora and Representative Kathleen McCarty are proposing minimum virtual learning guidelines. Representative Candelora says he's especially concerned about students in lower performing districts and special needs students slipping through the cracks.
We need to start putting metrics in place, some minimum guidelines, if we're going to continue virtual learning.
Some of the legislation includes minimum requirements for teacher instruction and classroom participation, in-person learning for special needs students unless certain requirements can be met, and state-sponsored teacher training in distance learning. Representative Candelora says they want to have input from teachers to mold these guidelines.
And I think it needs to be done cooperatively with conversations with them to balance it out.
Candelora says he's hoping legislation helps teachers, students, and parents, like Waterbury mom Samantha Arbito. She worries about her youngest child, who just started kindergarten this year.
She went to school for a month and then she's home. So there's no structure. She doesn't understand the difference between school and home.
Also included in the proposed legislation, 3 guaranteed traditional snow days. With the mobile newsroom, Sharon Johnson, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.